What if there were one solution for most of the world's problems, whether they're large or small? I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying that there's quite possibly one solution. Now that one solution, I won't make you wait for the whole video, that one solution is when our heart and thinking mind actually work together. Now if you think about it in your own life, the things that you really love doing, or maybe the people you enjoy being with, those are the situations where our heart's involved. Now it might be music or art, or it may be simply gardening or walking in nature. But those are the moments, the ones that we appreciate and deeply enjoy the most. That's when our heart is connected to our thinking mind. But so many areas of life, especially when it comes to things like politics and business, and quite often where there's more power, or the larger the business, the larger the area of influence, then we tend to fall back on language and intellect only. Now, do I imagine this is going to transform the world in a single flourish? No. But I suppose what I'm trying to do with this video is to get heart front and center, even if it's just something we begin to mull and to begin to consider and look at in the outside world, and begin to see the difference for ourselves. And maybe, in the videos that we watch, which videos do we feel most drawn to? Which people do we feel most drawn to? And quite often, if you are more sensitive or artistic, and maybe more appreciative of the natural world, there is a difference. We sense a difference. And this video is not going to transform everything, but I suppose what I'm saying is this is where we need to focus. I know this on the deepest level of my being, and hopefully in sharing this, and maybe you give a little time to considering, it will either resonate with you or it won't. But until we as humanity really begin to realize that the difference, the problem that we've had civilization after civilization, the downfall is always when the intellect becomes not just primary, but a totally dominant worldview. So I'm Sue, and yes, I am for global rolling peace, and I do feel that this depends on each of us becoming more heart-centered, aware of those peaceful moments in our lives, because each and every one of them contributes in some, whilst incomprehensible way, a significant way.